when new is made every day.
Today's new is just the beginning.
We're a new world of cars from Tata Motors.
Hello everyone, good evening, I'm Sagar Suraj, you are watching Border News Mirror. Today we talk on the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh's speech in Parliament today. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on Tuesday said in Lok Sabha that India is ready to deal with any situation regarding the India-China border tension. He said, I want to assure you that we are ready to deal with any situation. I request this House to pass a resolution that we stand shoulder to shoulder with our armed forces who are guarding our borders to safeguard India's sovereignty and integrity. That China doesn't recognize their traditional customary alignment of the line of actual control and the border issue remains unresolved. The statement assumes significance in the backdrop of demand made by the opposition for the debate on the issue. Met his Chinese counterpart Jane Wang Fenghe in Moscow recently. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi had also met in Moscow a few days ago. Answering the question of opposition leader in Parliament, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh said troops are accordingly being provisioned with suitable clothing, habitat and required defence wherewithal. They are capable of serving at forbidding altitude with scarce oxygen in extremely cold temperatures, something that they have done over last many years on Siachen and Kargil. He said China continues to be in illegal occupation of approximately 38,000 square kilometers in Ladakh. In addition, under the so-called Sino-Pakistan Boundary Agreement of 1963, Pakistan illegally ceded 5,180 square kilometers of Indian territory in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir to China. In past too, we have had situation of prolonged standoff in border areas with China which were resolved peacefully. Even though the situation this year is very different, both in terms of a scale of troops involved and number of friction points, we remain committed to peaceful resolution. He said, I request this House to pass a resolution that we stand shoulder to shoulder with our armed forces who are guarding our borders to safeguard India's sovereignty and integrity. India had conveyed to China that attempt to forcibly alter Sino-India boundaries is not at all acceptable. LAC, no unilateral attempt to change status quo and respect bilateral protocols. These are three principles for peace at the border. China has violated 1993 and 1996 agreement on boundary dispute. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh says in a meeting with Chinese Defence Minister, I clearly stated that our troops had always taken a responsible approach toward border management, but at the same time there should be no doubt about our determination to protect India's sovereignty and territorial integrity. He says in Parliament that I want to assure that morals of our armed forces is high. No one should doubt it. PM's visit to Ladakh has sent a message that people of India stand behind Indian armed forces. Defence Minister recalls there was a face-off in Galwan on June 15th in which Indian forces inflicted a heavy casualty on Chinese forces. Defence Minister said India forces will forcefully counter all Chinese aggression action along the border. Since April, we have seen increase in troops and weapons deployment along LAC in Ladakh. Defence Minister said China has mobilized a huge number of army battalions and armaments along LAC and inner areas. There are many friction points in eastern Ladakh, Gorga, Kongka, La Pangong Lake, North and South Bank. Indian Army has made counter deployment in these areas, Rajnath further informed the Parliament. Defence Minister also said violent conduct of Chinese troops is a violation of all past agreement. Our troops have done counter deployment in the area to safeguard our borders.
Today our vibe is new.
Because the tribe is new.
And the crew has a totally new style game.
but we're not about being new just for
Today
today.
our vibe is on point when new
Because
is
the
made
tribe
every day.
is new. Today's
And the
new
crew
is just
has
the
a totally
beginning.
new
We're a
style
new world of
game.
God.